Well, how do you battle venerable Toyota and their Camry hybrid? If you're Nissan, you trot out this guy, the Altima hybrid. Let's go for a ride. Check the tech. Now, of course, what's under the hood is a big deal on hybrid cars. This guy's a 2.5-liter inline-4 gas engine, pretty chunky. Does 158 horsepower on its own, another 160 foot-pounds of torque. But then couple that with the electric motor, which adds 40 horsepower, no big deal, but 199 foot-pounds more torque, big deal. Sounds a little bit like a sewing machine when it fires up, but very quiet when it's in auto stop or EV only mode. The MPG result is 35 city and 33 highway through the electronically controlled, continuously variable transmission. This is about the same economy as a Camry hybrid. I find the torque is ample and the power is readily available, not just there on paper. 0 to 60 happens in a respectable 7.6. The Altima hybrid rides in a well-planted way. Kind of refreshing after we just spent a day with the much buzzier and much less expensive Honda Insight. And the Altima seems proud of its electric DNA, satisfyingly eager to run electric only at low speeds. Kind of like a Prius. Well, it should, because Nissan licenses Toyota's hybrid Synergy drive. In the meantime, they've copied the best, and it shows. We may see a new, all-Nissan hybrid powertrain in the next model year or so. Now, to be fair, most of the technology in our Altima hybrid is up there under the hood. You can do pretty well in the cabin, but not great. For example, there's a navigation system available. Our car doesn't have it, but it would be a 6.5-inch LCD touchscreen. The navigation would be DVD-based, not hard drive. And you would have live traffic as well via XM satellite data feed. Now, to the audio side, obviously you can get XM on this with an upgraded head unit, which we happen to have. You see it's Bose branded. It's got a 6-disc internal changer. It eats standard CDs as well as MP3 and WMA. Aux jack is your main peripheral connector. Don't look for an iPod adapter. Nothing. Don't look for a USB jack. Nothing. No HD radio. Kinda limited. What little source you can hook up, you're going to hear through 9 speakers around the cabin. One of those, obviously, is the sub. When you do upgrade that head unit, by the way, that includes the upgrade to Bluetooth hands-free, which we found easy to pair. And that navigation system would also include a rear-view monitor, so when you go into reverse, you'll see where you're going. But obviously, you can't do that without a nav screen. You're left to play with some pretty rudimentary toys. Push-button start is standard, as well as the intelligent key. You've got a fairly good array of controls here on the steering wheel. One for the voice recognition, by the way, which is for the phone on this car, but would also give you voice commands to the navigation system, should you be so equipped. And of course, one of the biggest gauges on the dash gives away the fact we're in a hybrid. That over there is your assist or boost gauge, telling you if you're charging regeneratively or if you're tapping electric oomph from the electric motor and its battery pack. Oh, by the way, this car is only available in California, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, and Vermont. The Green 8, if you ask Nissan. You can import one from one of these states, but your dealer may not have anybody in the service bays who's ever seen one. You might think about that. And by the way, these only come in sedan form. There is no Altima Coupe hybrid. 27.3 is your base for this guy, but it's not going to have any of those tech toys I showed you. Not really. To upgrade to get the Bose audio, rear view camera, GPS touchscreen nav, Bluetooth hands-free, and a few other niceties in the cabin, you've got to add 2 packages that cost about $5,000. So it's not a cheap ride, but it's a pretty substantial car and a well-executed hybrid.